Good morning. This is Saturday, January 15th, and we are live with Inky Gatherings. Going to give it just a minute and let some more individuals hop on or click on, however we might want to say that. Just getting things lined up so you'll be able to see. We'll go over a few little housekeeping things, and then we will get started. Please let me know that you're on and watching. Well, hello, Miss Coffee. Right on time you are. We'll get started in just a moment. You might hear me sipping or gulping coffee this morning. So it is, I don't even know the temperature here this morning. It's still very, very cold. Let's see if I can find out. Alexa, what is the area temperature?
Right now, it's 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect a high of 35 degrees. I have ideas for funny gifts from Amazon. Want to hear one now?
No, thank you. She's wanting to sell me gifts from Amazon.
Whenever you'd like.
So we are, hey Miss Kathy, we are at 28 degrees, I'm being told by my Alexa, and we are expecting a high of 35. What does that sound like? Wow, it sounds like snow happening later tonight is what it sounds like to me. I don't know about you guys. So, drummer's in the house, of course, and he's my protector this morning. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. I am Carolyn Bosley, Stamping Up Demonstrator, and that is Independent Stamping Up Demonstrator. If you see anything here today that you would like, it is available for purchase, and there is a current host code that goes through January 29th. And any current host code, this is normally like for a 30-day window, but current host codes are listed on the Facebook group under, it depends. It depends on what version of Facebook you have, but sometimes it says featured or sometimes it says announcements, so you're able to get there. Hey, Miss Sharon. So today we're going to work with flowing flowers. Love this set, but just want to remind you of a few things. We have the mini catalog that is out and available now. The set that we are using, I'm just flipping through some pages. This is available online if you haven't gotten with me to get a copy yet. And you can see it all online and see all the products. This is the set that we're using today. Okay. And yes, I love the words too. Sending a card instead of a text, or time for a happy dance. Thank you. Happy birthday. I like you. Just a note. So, and the flowers are what we call distinctive. So it makes it look, I'm going to try to hold this up a little bit closer. It looks like you've stamped it twice to get two different colors, light and dark, but that's just stamping at one time. That's what makes these so great. So we will get this started. Wanted to make sure you knew about that. And then with celebration, any $50 order, then you get to pick items out of here. So if a $50 order, you can pick this free. And what you look at are the little circles that says free with $50 purchase. There's also some $100. This is free with 50. Free with 50. Free with 50. And I've used some of the sets and shown you. This is a paper pack, free with 50. Paper pack again, free with 50. Otters, free with 50. This is a larger set. I've showed it. It's a stamp set, and you get the paper, free with a $100 purchase. So, lots of things. If you and friends maybe get together and get a $300, oh, this one's a free with $100. Look at all the words on that one. Pretty cool. This is a host set. So if you and friends get together and have a $300 order, this is something that you could get free. Calming Camellia. I think that is gorgeous. Just think that's gorgeous. So, another way to get these items is to join Stamping Up as a demonstrator. Please, please let me know if you are interested, because if you're placing a $100 order or $150 order, you have enough to become a demonstrator. And there's no obligation. You still get to pick whatever you want, but you get the freebies also, okay? Great time if you are not already. It's a great time to become a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. You can choose month to month, or you could choose 3 month, 6 month, or 12 month. And by just choosing the 3, 6, or 12 month, it's enough to get you free celebration items, okay? And if you go to the 12 month and go ahead and pre-purchase, basically you're buying 11 months and you're getting the 1 month free for $220, and you do have to add the shipping and tax, of course. But with that, you not only get celebration, and with that you would get 4 50s, 2 100s, or 1 100 and 2 50 free items out of the celebration. You know, mix and match how you want. Plus you also would get $22 worth of free product out of the catalog. So those type things happen when you have larger orders than the $150 or more, okay? So, but prepaid subscriptions is a great time during celebration to go ahead and do that, okay? So we've got those type things out of the way. Well, hello, Miss Gradine. Good to have you. So we are going to use the flowing flowers. And again, it is in the celebration. It is priced at $25, and it's 9 cling stamps. They show it here using the Stamparatus. We're not going to use the Stamparatus today, but we may in another time. So let me just show you where I got my idea. I am in the North Carolina Demos group, and one of our members here, Covey Colson, sent me this card as a swap, and I just love it. I think it just pops. And we're going to use a technique today showing how we can get 4 cards by stamping 1. Now, I don't know that I use the same exact technique that Cobby did, but I'm going to show you how I do it. We are changing up the colors, and probably I'm going to use birthday cards because I need birthday cards. But this will show you how to do 4 cards out of 1 stamping. Okay, hey, Miss Wanda Roten. So this is the card that inspired me for what we're doing today. Thank you, Miss Cobby Colson. So we are going to use Pale Papaya and black. I'm going to lay this over to the side here. And I have the dimensions, but do not cut. If you're following along with me, don't cut the white for the front layer yet, okay? Don't do that. I'm going to show you why. So what I used was 2, let's get this out of the way for a moment, 2 of the 8.5 by 11 pieces of Pale Papaya cardstock, and I basically just scored them, see, at 4 1/4, and then cut them at 5 1/2. So it's basically the same size bases that we use all the time. Hey, Miss Geneva Kemp. So we have 8.5 by 5 1/2 scored at 4 1/4. And I've got 4 of those because we're going to be making 4 cards. Then we have 4 pieces of the black. Make sure I do. I should have anyway. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes. Well, they're not cut the right way. Let me see. We're going to have 4 pieces, and those 4 pieces of black are 5 by 3 3/4. Okay, hey, Miss Sandy. So I'll have to look. I've got some different ones here, so we will make sure we have them if we have to cut them. And then our white piece, we're going to stamp on it as a whole. Okay, but what I did, so I could see the center of my paper. I know I did somewhere. Ah, it's on this one. So I just put my paper in to the 4 1/4 where I would normally score it. Okay. There we go. Then I took my pencil. If I can find my pencil again. And I came down to the 5 1/2 and just made me a little mark right there. Okay. Doesn't have to be exact. You just want something light to where you can see your center. And that's just what I do. Okay. So there we go. Oh, and we also have white cardstock for the inside. Now that is cut at 5 by 3 3/4. Now here's a tip. A lot of people will just say, no, I'm just going to go ahead and do the 4 by 5 1/4 and so forth. And that's fine if that's what you want to do. If your verse on the inside allows you to cut it at 5 3/4, that will yield you 5 pieces of layers instead of the normal 4. So let me show. We are going to go to 3 3/4. Okay. And cut that down. And we're going to cut that by 5. I know you may not be able to see the whole measurements, but I think you understand what I'm doing. So 3 3/4 by 5. There's 2 pieces, right? And then I still have this piece. Well, where I cut it off, guess what? It's 5 inches. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not. What did I do wrong? See? Even you guys catch me doing something wrong. But, okay. Then we're going to go 3 3/4. I cut it up too high. But that's okay. It's only because it's live TV, right? So there gives me 5 pieces to go inside, and that's a savings. Mine are not all the exact size right now because I cut off a little bit. But that's okay. It still works. They work fine for what I need. Okay? But you get 5 pieces instead of 4 pieces. Okay? Then I'm going to come back with this. I'm going to lay this out of the way. I'll take pictures after a while. Again, thank you, Covey Colson, for your card to allow me to continue here. Now, what we do. We are going to grab some stamps. Okay, decide which ones we want. It's going to be this large stamp. And again, I'm just using 2 colors. Pale Papaya. And then I will also use the black for my wording. Okay, let's use this one. I'm trying to get them all on a smaller stamp, but no. Okay. Oh, wait, Cobby, look. I've already labeled them. She will be proud of me. I know she will. And let's see here. This one will go here. Now, I think that mainly I am going to do birthdays. And if you're real particular, you know, you can always come back and use your Stamparatus and things like that. Okay. Okay. Just trying to think if I want sending a card instead of a text. Maybe so. And I think I'm just going to put it on this one. And there we go. So I have some stamps ready to go laying over here. And from here forward, there's not really any plan for me. If that makes sense. And it may not. And you may think I'm totally crazy. And I can always erase that a little bit later, so don't panic there. So what I'm going to end up doing is this is going to be my 4 pieces that are layered on the front. Okay? And I just will maneuver this paper by turning, and, you know, I may turn my stamp, I may turn the paper, but we're just going to basically get started. And what I'm going to do, I think, is just stamp this and keep going. Remember, this is the center. And I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm thinking that I might need a little bit more ink. So let's just go ahead and ink up here. Show you what I do. You can see that the dots, you can see how much ink was needing. That's why I always recommend buying the ink refill. It's $3.75. Hey, Miss Beverly Clayton. When you're buying an ink pad, okay? I always recommend an ink refill when you're doing an ink pad. Now, I don't have a plastic spoon in here. That's okay. I'm not worried about that. So what I am going to do is I'm just mushing this down and around into that foam pad so it'll be distributed in there and not be in dot format, okay? A little bit on there, that's okay. I'm taking just an alcohol wipe and cleaning it off so that when I use my bone folder after a while, it won't have the papaya on there. So glad you could join us, Miss Bev. So I think I'm okay with that because we're just going to okay, I know it may look a little strange to you, but that's okay. That is just okay. Remember, we can always come back and stamp some more once we get them cut if we feel the need, okay? Thanks, Sharon. Okay. I know, it just looks like one big glob at the moment, doesn't it? But that's okay. That's okay. You'll see why. Okie dokie. Cobby, what's your take on my one sheet here? Think it's crazy or you think it's going to be okay? I really think it's going to be okay. And so it's just minimal stamping. It really is. So then, oh, Drummer heard me move. And he is my protector, so then I'm going to take my stamps and move them out of the way. I'm not taking them off the blocks or anything right now because I may get this cut and decide that I want to do a little bit more, but this is my starting. So what did we say? We want these pieces to end up being 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. So 3 5/8. I am cutting. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and cut in half. Might be easier to cut down from that point to show you what I mean. Okay. So I have, and you can cut your paper down to start with if you want to. There's 2, and I'm literally cutting it in half. I went 4 1/4, and then I'm cutting this 5 1/2. Okay. So now to me, this is the only one that may or may not need just a little bit more coming up the edge. See what I mean? So, oh, I know. Wait till that you see it after it's cut. So what I'm going to do now, it is, like I said, this white layer is going to be 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. So we're going to go 3 5/8. Going to go ahead and cut that right there. And four 7/8. Did I get close? Yay! One done. Okay. Four 7/8. 3 5/8. And I'm just turning my paper to have it cut whichever way that I feel like the flowers suit me better. You would do it in different ways, but I just like the fact that we're going to get 4 cards out of this that quickly. You know, add some few little this or that here. I have all 4 of them. Oh no, I have one more. Three and 5. I can't measure and talk at the same time. 3 and 5/8. Well, thank you, Miss Cobb. So, I hope everybody has some crafting lined up for today. Well, we're getting ready for the snowstorm if we have one. And then, I think the snow comes in tonight. So, maybe some crafting and so forth while you're waiting. And I just keep these all opposite sides because you can use them if you're layering something. So, you need a hands-on stamping day, but can't wait for the snow to get here. I like the snow, so I'm good with it too. Okay, so let's take a look and see. Here we see. I love how that flowed down through there, don't you? And this is beautiful. In all honesty, I don't think I'm going to do anything except let's do one more something right up here. And let me pull out my ink pad. I didn't see you had gotten on here, missus. So, let's see which way we want to go with this. Yeah, I just think it needed a little something. I don't think I need anything anywhere else. You know, less is more at times. Less is more. So, move this out of the way. So, we're going to pull in the black. Okay. And then you just got to decide your orientation. Which way do you want it flowing? I'm flowing this way. That's the way I am. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, I'm good with that. So we're going to come back with the happy birthday. Oh, yeah. And, oh, dilemma. Well, we're just going to do this. Ah, sweet. Now, like I said, to be exactly straight, you could pull out your Stamparatus and use that, but I'm not. Woohoo! These are going to be pretty birthday cards. And here I am going to, I love that font on that birthday. Everybody still with me? I need some chatting going on now. Now, this is a very simple way to make the card. You know, we could have layered, and I might do one just to show you. Let me see if I've got some more bell papaya laying over here. Bell papaya, maybe so. I think I do. Or it might be black that we need to layer. But anyway, let's pull out our black pieces here. Now, our black pieces, black layers, were supposed to be 5 by 3 3/4. Let's see if I cut those. Yeah, it's very easy. Oh, that's where I didn't go correct. And I've got my pieces laying, my good ones laying here somewhere. Let's see. 3 3/4 by 5. 3 3/4 by 5. Now, you know me, to find my other pieces. Let's see what we've got here. We've got another piece of black, so let's just do it. 3 3/4. By 5. Well, you know me. Bev, Beverly Clayton, there is a bag hanging on my door. My husband says, how long are we keeping the Stamping Up bag hanging on my door? I said, well, I don't know. I have my friend that's supposed to come by and pick something up. Hello, Marilyn. So, anyway, let me know. Shoot me a text or something. Let me know if you're coming by so I know, which I'll be here through the storm, but let's just see what happens, okay? So, we're pulling out one of the pieces here. Okay. Going to go ahead, hold it down real good. Okay, no problem. You're good anytime. I just wanted to make sure. Oh, look, look, look. Oh my goodness. So, but we're not done because we have to do some layering. Let's see if I can find my glue here. Find the... Okay. It's just a small layer then of black that you have around here. Not putting them together yet though. Putting. Everybody like my word putting? And Kavi, I thank you again for supplying the inspiration in the card. Again, this was Kavi's card that she had done in a swap that I got with the North Carolina demo. So I really like that. I really think that it's time to bring some swaps back to the group. So we're going to check on that and see what we may do. Okay? And see how many's interested in some card swaps, maybe. Just a one-on-one, maybe. We might say it be a wow card. You know, fill it up. All sorts of stuff and get it sent out. We'll keep checking on that and see interest. Okay? And for those of you that are signed up under the as a demo, and you're on my team as a demonstrator, don't forget we have a Zoom meeting coming up Monday during the day because I'm off. So how did that work out? Good. Yay. So we have these. What do you think? Love that. Oh my goodness. 4 cards. 4 cards. 1 stamping. I'm going to come back and stamp a little something there. You know I am, because I keep going back to that one. That's the only one that I go back to. And I'm just not feeling it. So the challenge later today, I need to see some cards posted now. We've got one challenge out there already to post a card that you were inspired by, a card or project that you were inspired by this upcoming storm. And now you need to do this technique. Look how easy that was. Oh, wait. That's not the one. Okay. I'm popping this one up. I think Cobb did too on hers, and I like that. So, I'm not. Okay, sis. I'll get you some note cards. Well, actually, I'll make you do you some note cards, but we'll get it together. This is an easy way to get cards done. And, I mean, you don't have to use the same color and make it, you're using a pop of black, yes, but you don't have to use tone on tone to do this. I just think it's very simple. It makes a pretty card with that distinctive stamp set. It's wonderful. It's a $25 set, but I think it's well worth it. Go over to the inkygatherings.stampingup.net and you can shop with me 24/7. Okay, and I just like how this is just a little bit smaller layer than what we normally do, because it really gives you just a punch, because you've got that black layer there. So now, you know me, what I said, this one I just keep going back to for some reason. So, you know, I've just gotta. And all I'm doing is, it really ain't going to matter if it's stamped on the black or not. It's not going to show. So I've just got to find my stamp and my ink pad. Oh yeah, see, there's just something about it that makes me like that better when that's in the corner. Now, there's some other things that we can add. Let's see. We could add a strip of the ribbon, but I don't think we need it. I don't think we need it. So, I'm just going to go ahead and pop this one up too. Get it on the card. Okay, do you have a stamp set in mind, a Stampin' Up! Stamp set in mind that you can do this and make some cards today? I mean, think about it. It could be baby cards, you know, baby birthday cards with little animals, or cars and trucks, and manly cards. You know, there's so many different things. Ooh, that's off a little bit there. So many different things that you could use. It does not have to be floral, okay? So, tell me about what you, well, Carolyn, what are you doing there? That is off and it's bothering me. Go ahead and tell me what type of stamp you're thinking about in the back of your mind that you might be using to do a card like this. And I mean, it doesn't have to be birthday card. You know, it's whatever you want it to be. But I mean, to do this technique of 4 cards in one. Now, I know everybody has stamps. So, but tell me. Commit. Thank you, Wanda. I think, you know, and if you don't have enough cardstock to do 4, that's okay. Take your white piece and at least get them ready to do. So now here we go. And yes, as you can see, Cobby added some of the teardrop type on there. So let's see. I'm pretty sure I have some of those. Let's fumble through here and find them. We actually have the Genial Gems also. Ooh, those are pretty too. Let's see which ones we might want. Okay. So we're going to be voting. We're going to be voting. Oh, for Forever Lovely for the Valentine cards. Yes, that would be good. Yes, cavia shell, the seashells and so forth. That would make great cards also. Okay, we're going to vote for you that are on here. I'm going to lay 2 out. I'll try to get 2 similar, so we're close here. Okay, so move coffees out of the way. 1 and 2. Okay, 1 and 2. Should we use... Oh, here's the Genial Gems. Or here is the... What are those called? Those are called the Silver Epoxy Essentials. Tell me 1, 2. 1, 2. Come on. I know we've got people on here, so I need you voting so I know which one to stick on. I'll hold these up close. Okay. There they are up close. And here's 2 up close. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Kavi. Here you are. Oh, no, I've got two ones. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. We got to have, yeah. We got to have the big guy out here today. Boy, it's not going to be long till I have to switch over my glue. Okay, let's see. We're going to go with 1. Here's the, I hate placing these. I really do. 2. And 3. Okay. Oh, it just adds a little bit. Okay. It just adds a little bit. And now this actually, yeah. Looky there. I sort of like it better there. Yep. 1, 2, 3, odd number. I totally agree. Now, this one, we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. Up close, they're gorgeous. Really. Anyway. So we're gonna do some of both. There, that way we're good. So here's another one. And let's say 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to come back with our 4th one. These have different shapes on them, by the way. You have your circles, and you have like diamond, and then teardrop. So on this one, I use the diamond. I think this one I'm going to use teardrop or raindrop. And like I said, I'm not very good with placing these things that are different shapes. But there we go. Okay. Now, we still lack one thing. Well, 2 things, really. Let me find my papers. Here's some white papers. So, let's find our black. Yeah, I like them both. I like them both. The Genial Gems are, I guess, those are very hard to see up close, or until you see them up closer in person. So, done with that. Just move it out of my way. Sending a card instead of a text. I love that. 2, 3. And see, I have my extra one because I was able to get 5, but I only need 4, so I'll save that in my pile. That's a way to go ahead and get some things cut, by the way. You know, you could go ahead and cut some inside layers just to have ready. So, and then, you know, I mean, cut up 3 sheets. That's 15 cards, the inside of 15 cards. So, oh, you know what? Let's just grab some envelopes. And, oh, we have to open up a new pack of envelopes. That's a good thing. That means I have been sending cards. Hey, it's early in the year. Keep up with your cards, how many you send. And it can be hand-delivered. It can be mailed. It can be a handmade card. They do have to be handmade. You know, just attached, a tag type card attached to a package. Keep up with those. Just keep your little sticky note off to the side and put Inky Gathering cards and just put a little tick mark there. I don't need names. You know, if you make them for, we have some that make cards and send them to the nursing home to put on the trays and so forth. In the assisted care unit. So, keep track of those. You just never know what might happen at the end of the year for a little prize. We may do a drawing. It may not be based on the number of cards you send, but the fact that you are sending. It's funny on the cards. I don't on card basis, Tammy. Now, these that I'm using here are the white. I use more white than I do very vanilla. But it's funny because the very vanilla make gorgeous cards. And I tend to go that way in the fall. And I don't know why. I don't know why. Uh-oh, looking for my lid. I don't know why. Hey, Miss Darlene. That I do that. But that's what I do. So now let's pull out my scrap sheet again. I'm working with the envelopes now. And I'll get back to the insides in just a moment. You know me. Just working it. But it just depends. A lot of times, Tammy, another thing that depends on the card base is the colors that I'm using. Like, I don't know that I would use very vanilla, the off-white, with this color. I don't know that it would show up as well. So it's just different things. What does everybody else think? What's your main go-to on your card base? Your white or very vanilla? There's so many different choices that you have. And a lot of times it's just maker's preference. It really is. So let me see what we can do here. I'm just inking up my stamp, and yeah, that's going to be my envelope. And then time for a happy dance because it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Okay, those of you that are in, speaking of which, but those of you that are in the birthday mailing, card mailing, don't forget to mail out your cards for January. Hey, Miss Karen Byerly. Yes, Coffee, I agree with you. That is true. I see a lot of very vanillas on the wedding and the anniversary cards and things like that. It will make a really elegant card. That's going to be our insides. And all I'm doing is just, you know, there was not a lot of stamping that we did. So I'm just adding another layer. And this distinctive, don't think that this distinctive, when you're stamping, that it is, you're out of ink. Because the distinctive stamp itself, let's see if you can see through this. See, it's light and it's dark on the stamp itself, on the label. That's the way it stamps too. So it's cool. The stamp does the work for you, I guess is what I'm getting at. So, okay. So we have the 4 cards that we've done. Now all I lack is placing, and I'm just putting some glue on here for the inside. Still plenty of room to write a note or sign if you want to. No problem. 4 cards, 1 setting. Gorgeous. And I am very, very pleased with the outcome. And just change it up. Do whatever. I even thought, at first I thought about Bermuda Bay. But then I thought I'm wanting something a little bit lighter. Just because I knew the snow was coming and I know it was going to be cold and I wanted something warm, cheerful. That's what I was thinking. So, you know, it's all about what you're thinking, what you want, when you're doing your cards. So, and also, if you're ever not sure about how to do something, if you are on Messenger or something and we can do some, it's not really FaceTime, I don't think, if it's not an iPhone. I don't have iPhone, I have my tablet, but we can FaceTime through Messenger and I can help walk you through stuff. Just give me a little bit of notice. You know, you don't want to see me looking too awful bad. So, thanks, Judy. So, there we have our 4 cards. Okay. We have our 4 envelopes. And I'll get a picture posted. And we have our directions. We also have the tip that if you cut if you're making layers for the outside or the inside, but if you cut them 5 3/4, that will yield 5 pieces from 1 sheet. Watch how I cut and remember, okay? So, I'm just looking to make sure there's not any. Oh, thank you, Kavi. So, let's find my little branding. I want a little bit lighter color on the back. And yes. Looks like I need to ink that one up some, but okay. You can put it in the center. You can put it on the sides. The name of the stamp set, Kathy, is Flowing Flowers. It's $25. And the number is 157880. 157880. Flowing Flowers. And it is on, if you're looking, I know I haven't got to you yet, but it's on page 36 if you're looking at an online catalog or paper catalog, either one. It's on page 36 in the Holiday Mini. Okay. Karen, we did the 1 sheet starting in the center. I showed how to measure to get your center point, and then we just stamped. It was so easy, and had all 4 cards done. I explained that we can do it more monochromatic, or this, we've added the piece of black, so it's not full monochromatic, but you know, you could change up and add multiple colors if you wanted to. This is very similar to what we did with that beautiful friendship set. You can also come back and, you know, use your daubers and add another color in there if you so want to. There's so many things you can do, but we'll be using this set again, and so forth. So, but I will get things posted. Boy, I thought I'd done that upside down for a moment there. Woo-hoo! That was a little scary. Okay, let's just get one of these out here so you can see. the inside. Okay. Move things out of the way. Actually, we want to know that that's pale papaya, don't we? So, there you go. Please, please let me know if you have any questions. I'll be glad to answer afterward or whatever, and I'll go back through and make sure I didn't miss any. Thank you for the loves and the hearts and the everything. Oh, hey, Mary Ellen. Didn't even see you pop on there. Thanks, Tammy. I am one of those people. I haven't retired yet. I am still working, so I have to come up and follow those cards and so forth that you can get a lot of bang for your buck for little time. Now, we are going to go a little bit deeper in some cards and so forth and get a little bit more, put a little bit more on our cards as we go out through the year. So, but I hope you love this idea. Please go to the group and post some pictures of some things that you have done. Whether it be your one sheet or whether it be the cards that you made from that one sheet. Okay? So, have a warm rest of your weekend. Stay safe and do some stamping. Thanks, Judy. See ya. Bye.